What is up, everybody? Got an update on the Garden of the Roots tank, and it's going to be not too long of an update. Nothing really important's been going on in this tank. Let's see, most important thing, probably the silver tip tetras. Clearly they're easy to spawn tetras, so they're always breeding, but since it's a community tank, none of the fry actually ever survive. But I got lucky, and when I pulled some Reekia fluitins and moved it to another tank, one of the eggs, or one of the fry that may have survived, was caught in it. So now I've got, looks to me about two and a half month old silver tip tetra, looks to be a male so far, fry, swimming around in my shrimp tank. So hopefully that guy grows all the way out and I can throw him in this tank too. Or I can move him to another tank, maybe start a silvertip breeding regimen or something. The other thing, I moved one of the orange flash cockatoides into this tank. It's kind of getting bullied by his brother, and I needed somewhere to put him, so I just tossed him in here. Clearly, the shrimp aren't going to do so well with the cockatoides, and he's completely eliminated all of them. Hunted them down within about a week, and then they just stopped showing up. So I don't feel like going through the effort of catching him, so this is no longer going to be a shrimp housing tank, but doesn't really matter. The purpose of the shrimp was basically just to clean and keep the tank in balance in the first couple months, and the tank's fine now, and the snails will take care of whatever job they used to do. Yeah, the Ludwigia that I keep in the center of the tank, right in front of the cryptocrines and right behind the Eliocharis and the Glossotigmia, I think I'm gonna remove it and switch it out for more Storagon repens, which is on the right side of the tank. It's not the classical Storagon. Storagon repens, I think it's called Portovello or Augustifolia. I'm not entirely sure which variation it is, but it's a Storagon repens, and it's actually growing really well. The original form didn't grow so well, so hopefully these guys can take over a lot faster. Obviously they've already filled in the gap that I actually originally planned this aquascape with them, so hopefully they can fill in the secondary gap in between the cryptocarns and the foreground plants. The Ludwigia on the far left side, I trimmed it down because it was growing to the top of the tank, and I didn't really have any space to let it grow immersed, nor did the stems look full enough to let it take over. There's really nothing going on over there. I'm really glad I put those stems on the left side just to block that part off, so now I've got an almost completely planted aquascape. The Darios seem to absolutely love it, considering they almost blend in exactly. Their scale color is practically the same as the Ludwigia leaf color, so it's really nice for them to have a good hiding spot. The guppies, that variation that I came up with, it's basically taken over. The fantail snakeskin, I guess. It's kind of like a red-blue snakeskin guppy. It's basically taken over. So hopefully I can keep that breed going. As for the rest of the plants in the background, the Sagittarius or Valsarina, I really have no idea what that plant is, though hopefully it is a Sagittarius, 'cause that's what I bought. But Sagittarius is kind of taken over. It's sharing the space back with the cryptocrine and the leftover hydrocotyle, and it's a wacky plant. It just sends up runners everywhere, nowhere near each other, just kind of random places. The Glossotigmia is doing okay. It hasn't been spreading the way I really wanted it to. It spread into the hairgrass, which is good because it gives it that kind of merging effect so the plants don't look completely cut off. But it's growing straight up for the most part, and when it does spread, it spreads in a straight line, which isn't very good for carpeting effects. But let's see, what else? The Alpinosa and the Echinodorus grisavaci in the background. Those guys are doing fine. They haven't really started to grow up as I expected them to when I removed the Ludwigia. They've grown a little bit more vertically, but the main problem is the light is really bright, so they don't actually need to grow closer to it. They just need to make more leaves and cover more area. So maybe if I turn down the light, but I kind of need the light for the rest of the plants. So I'm just gonna leave those guys to themselves, and hopefully the grisavaci fills up that empty space. Yeah, that's it.